What's going on, people? Let's get right into it. I hope everyone is doing well. So, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. It's another video about crypto again, and I have to make a certain commentary regarding something that I've been seeing within the past 2 years in this space. The lending platforms in cryptocurrency. This is separate from you know. Talking about, the individual coins or tokens. This is about these platforms that have come and gone, that have, it started with BitConnect. It started with BitConnect, you know, platforms like it that promised X amount of interest to those who invested in the platform. Um, and have eventually, they stopped, they shut down, you know, they scammed, and a lot of people got hurt. A lot of people got hurt. Well, you know, BitConnect started late 2016, and there's other platforms that have come and gone. People today are still sort of like, not, I won't say, well, yeah, you have those who are offering those types of platforms. So they're modeling their own type of interest paying, projects or whatever. They call them hypes, high yield investment platforms. You could find them on Google. If you'll find a HYIP monitor and things of that nature, whereas just a bunch of, these sites that are promising you high interest on your crypto. Once you give them your crypto, they're promising to pay you X amount of interest to make you feel like you're going to get a bunch of money back. And most of them are scams. Most of them are scams, people. This is why you have to know and understand what this whole thing is about. What this whole thing is about. And that's why I say I'm not a financial investor. I'm not a financial advisor. Cryptocurrency, I just talk about it in my channel because I see this as something that's, taking pretty much taking over the news. Every day there's new information, believe it or not, that's coming out regarding Bitcoin, regarding wide mass adoption, regarding institutional investors who are either secretly buying or creating a position to start to buy. They're creating their own plan of attack to jump into the space, to jump into cryptocurrency market, to then, spend trillions into the market. I mean, you could see it on the news where this thing that many people think is a joke. Many people think it's not real. Many people think Bitcoin is a scam. Well, then why is Fidelity doing what it is that they're doing? Why is TD Ameritrade, trading Bitcoin and Litecoin on paper? Why is Goldman Sachs on the sidelines waiting to come in or effecting some type of agreements in the background? Why is not NICE, New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, getting ready to do what it is that they have to do? Robinhood and platforms like that. You have Cash App that you can, receive and send Bitcoin using that application. Why is Bitcoin even being compared to old school traditional processors, payment processors like Visa, MasterCard, and even PayPal? Like, this thing that's looked at as a joke called Bitcoin is actually being collected or earned or bought by different governments around the world. So this joke that everyone is buying into, these governments are buying into, these, huge companies and financial structures are looking to buy into. You have a country like Venezuela that's using Bitcoin to, effect transactions because their currency is collapsed. Okay. You have a bank like JP Morgan Chase creating their own cryptocurrency coin. Why? Is this because Bitcoin is a joke? Well, let's keep laughing then. Ha ha ha. But then you have this other aspect of the thing, of this market where people are getting duped. People are getting robbed blindly because they want a way out. See, cryptocurrency seems like it offers an opportunity for a person to be free from the stranglehold or the stronghold of government, of central banks. Okay, it gives people the independence of becoming their own bank, becoming sovereign, which many, I guess it's just too much too much to, that's a huge type of responsibility to understand, to really take in. It's big. It's big. You're talking about something that, and the reason why I can understand why people have a long-term view. You have certain maximalists, Bitcoin, who just believe in Bitcoin and no other altcoins, who have this long-term view. I can respect it. Don't necessarily agree with it 100%, but I can respect the long-term view because, again, mathematics do not lie. When you're talking about a blockchain, you're talking about an immutable ledger that cannot be altered. The Bitcoin blockchain cannot be hacked. The Bitcoin blockchain, the transactions that are recorded on the blockchain are irreversible. Anything that's done has been recorded since the Genesis block. Anything that's done, history is being documented on that block. However it's used, whatever its use cases are recorded on its own immutable ledger, eliminating trust in any third party. It becomes trustless. So why do you want to trust in some type of nefarious high yield investment platform that's promising you these returns that end up scamming out on you? Why do that? Why get involved in some type of pseudo passive income or a pseudo type of crypto platform that's promising you passive income when in the beginning you might be receiving this passive income and it seems attractive? It seems, you become lulled by the fantasy that, maybe you can just, travel some more, not have to work your 9 to 5 job. You can just be free that way. That's almost becomes like your universal basic income, if you will. I hear that being thrown around a lot. You know, but then when that shuts down, like we saw the effects of what BitConnect did when they shut down. Granted, the coin is still in effect. Why? Because it has a blockchain. But once that lending platform shut down, the effects were devastating to this day. We can go on with the rest. Devor, Regal Coin, and then the other platforms such as Laser Online and Control Finance, Micro Hash. These and that's back 2 years ago. Talk about it's between then and now. It's just been a myriad of different things. Last year, 2018, was the advent of the smart contracts. That kind of tried to mimic and sort of like duplicate the idea of providing passive income, passive daily income. Maybe this is in a stage still where, because Bitcoin is clunky in a way, or this cryptocurrency thing is still clunky, These are things that they have to iron out that's going to eventually become our reality in the future, where you'll be able to lend your cryptocurrency, relinquish your private keys, or lend your private keys to someone with the hopes that they're going to make good on their promise to pay you a certain amount of interest, and it can be legit. But right now, with everything unregulated, it's a wild, wild west. Expect to be scammed more than not if you give away your private keys by putting your monies or your cryptocurrency in these platforms that are promising you gold, they're promising you the world, and giving you nothing but dust, nothing but garbage, nothing but nothing. Perhaps another year, 2 years, something will come out and it'll be legitimate. But it takes time. Folks, you can't just allow your greed to take over, the temptation to take over, the gambling, the need to just say, maybe this might be it. And just, you put everything you have into these platforms. It doesn't, come on. Come on. I've seen and I've seen videos and interviews about how people have been severely hurt. You have folks who are, regular folks like me. I'm not a technical person. I'm just obtaining the information based on doing some reading and research because I find cryptocurrency fascinating. But I'm not a developer. I'm not a marketer. I just do YouTube videos about this stuff and other topics. But, I'm a regular person like anyone else. I can't afford to just put everything in into some type of shady platform, hoping that I'm gonna make 2, 3 times, maybe even 100 times back my return, which is what some of these things promise. Some of these things pay you by the minute, they pay you by the hour, they pay you by the day. So it becomes very alluring. But then you get stuck. You get stuck. You get caught up. Once they shut down, you're stuck. Once they get shut down, you're stuck. And then if you get your friends and family involved with these things, what happens when everything shuts down? They all suffer. It's not just you. Now you have a group of people around you who suffered. And you're left with a bag of worthless, it could be tokens or a bag of nothing. There are Telegram bots now that are promising that are doing the same thing. Telegram bots. You put money into these bots, and these bots are supposed to pay you interest on on a rapid level. Sometimes 4 times a day, sometimes more, but they're promising you 200% on your return in such amount of days, 20 days, 14 days, 15% return per day. Once you give them your crypto, it's gone. Once you put your money in these platforms, consider it gone, people. Consider it gone. Because when they close up shop and you can't even find these people anymore, you can't knock on any central governing crypto organization and ask for help. You can't knock on the government's door and say, hey, listen, or the police, the authorities, and say, hey, listen, I put my money in a Telegram bot, or I put my money in this website, in this high yield investment program, and they stole my money. I need to make a report. It's lunacy. It's lunacy. There's nothing wrong with, earning like in the world of stocks. Warren Buffett collects a nice, handsome check every quarter from Coca-Cola. I guess we all want something like that. It would be nice. But in Bitcoin, it hasn't got to that point yet. And maybe it will take some time. But these platforms that are promising to pay you forever, it's not forever as in like eternity. It's as long as that website is up. You know, some of these things say they'll pay you lifetime interest forever. They're telling you in your face, stop, just be careful, people. Be careful. And then you have those who put their names out there, who put their faces out there. Those are the ones where, okay, you taking a chance. When you see someone and they're supporting a platform, let's say a Telegram bot or some type of website or some type of high yield investment platform, and they put their face out there, to try to convince you that they're real, that they're transparent, that, they're not some type of, fictitious character, then, they're not anonymous. And then they still scam. What does that tell you? People don't care. Be careful. Understand what crypto is. Understand. It's almost like you got to know yourself, know what you can deal with before you take these risks. Obtain the information. Obtain the information. Make the best choice that works for you. Just keep it that simple. Make the best choice that works for you, the best calculated decision. So that way, whatever the results are, you can find some type of resolve or resolution, because everything you did was, from a good from your intentions were good. You had the information, so wherever the chips fall, you be pretty much okay with that. Instead of jumping at the first thing smoking that's offering you 100% on your return in one day, and then you find out that it was all a scam. Be careful. Be careful.